Let's get it on!
But they can switch a lot. They've got very good lateral quickness.
Under deflection by Delaney Walker. Lewis there. A block out to the header.
The 1-2 again.
Who you with? Who you with? Who you with? Get crop. Who you with? Who you with? Who you with? Who you with? Get crop. Who you with? Who you with? Who you with? Who you with? Get crop. Who you with? Who you with? Who you with? Who you with?
Did you miss me? You did. Hey, listen. Some would get it, some would don't. This is for those who get it. You dig? Hey, man, this DP from Section 8 Sports, and we doing what we do, man. We recording live from the underground, you know? So, today, we got a few topics on deck, you know? We're going to talk SuperCam. We're going to talk the Kane. I'm going to talk to the people. You dig? I'm going to give the people what they want, man. I'm going to respond to some of the comments, some of the questions that y'all got. You know, and then we're gonna do what we do. We're gonna pick who you with, you know. So let's go. Let's get into it, man. So let's talk SuperCam. I'm talking SuperCam. You dig? Cam Newton, baby. You know what I'm saying? When I first started this show, one of my first topics was dabbing for MVP. You know, and I'm talking Cam Newton, Mr. MVP, Mr. Dab on your mama, Mr. I get it done. You dig? And right now, man, he is the leading vote getter for MVP. If you ask me, he didn't threw for 3,000 yards. He got 28 touchdowns. He got 10 picks. You know, he got 500 yards rushing and 7 TDs. That's 35 touchdowns total. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know what you want from him. If it ain't Cam, now I don't know who it is. A lot of y'all cats laughed at me when I said this the first time, and I'm telling you, Cam, and like, nah, we talking Brady. I'm not saying Brady's not in there in the conversation, and I'm not saying Carson Palmer's not in the conversation. But what I am saying is Cam Newton is your MVP. You dig? You know, he got big wins against Green Bay. He got big wins against Seattle. Russell Wilson is coming on strong right now, but Cam has been doing this consistently. You know, his team is 13-0. A lot of people were saying like, well, you know, his defense is keeping him in the games. He's making bad decisions at the end of the day. But he was in the shootout against New Orleans. His defense gave up 38 points. You know, and he scored 41. So which tells me like, it's not just the defense. It's Cam actually putting in that work, man. You know what I'm saying? You gonna get this work. That's what Cam telling these cats, man. You gonna get this work. You did, and he giving it to him. And he giving it to him at all aspects of the game, man. He passing, he rushing. He's doing what he needs to do. Cam Newton, SuperCam, your NFL MVP. You dig? You gotta respect it, man. They say either you check it or you respect it. And ain't nobody checked it so far. You dig? So we're going with SuperCam for MVP, man. And that's where we at. You dig? And so, next, speaking of MVPs, which is a great transition to my next segment, we're going to talk about the Kane. You dig? Not the king, but the Kane. You dig? LeBron James. You know what I'm saying? Hey, man, my dude is on a 4-game winning streak right now. He averaging 27.7 assists, 8 boards, and he's shooting 50% from the field. You know, I know a lot of y'all talking about Steph. Steph is doing this thing, but realistically, like, y'all like to hate on the East, but the East is more competitive right now. You know what I'm saying? You got a couple teams that's doing what they doing. Right, you got Cleveland at 17-7. You got the Pacers at 16-9. You got the Bulls that's 15-9. Toronto 17-11. Miami and Charlotte is 15-10. You dig? And so that's a little bit tougher than the West right now. Because first of all, the Warriors still haven't played top tier teams. I mean, they played the Clippers, which are my finals pick. You dig? And they beat the Warriors. But they beat the Clippers. But come on. I mean, Doc, we talked about Doc and where Doc is lacking. He ain't motivating these boys, man. But the West, man, you got teams like the Grizzlies that's 14-4. You got Houston that's in 7th place in the 7th spot that's 13-4. And then Utah that's 11-11 in an 8th spot, man. These cats ain't playing no basketball. You dig? I don't know what's going on with these dudes, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, hey, man, right now LeBron got to be, he's up there. He's in the running. And like I call Cam MVP, I'm calling the King. He going for 5, baby. The King for 5 MVPs and the chip at the end of the year, man. You gotta respect the King, man. You gotta respect the King and what he's doing. And he's done all this without Kyrie, which he tweeted he's back today. You dig? Hey, so Steph Curry, I want to see what you're gonna do against Kyrie Irving, one of the top tier point guards in the league on Christmas Day. You dig? I'm calling you out right now. I'm not saying you're not balling. I'm not saying you're not on a hell of a streak at all. You know, I'm not saying that. But what I am saying is Kyrie's back. Christmas Day, it's a showdown, baby. And I'm going with Kyrie. I'm going with Kyrie and the King by 15. You dig? Maybe not 15. But they will win. But my gut says 15. It's a statement game, man. It's a statement game that we hear, and we hear to control the NBA. I wouldn't bet against the King right now. You know what I'm saying? I know the Warriors are doing what they're doing. I wouldn't bet against the King, man. Against this game, against this team, nah, not at all. You dig? So next I'm gonna talk to the people. You know, I got a few questions. I got a few, you know what I'm saying, a few comments of people asking me what I think about this, what I think about that. So, my first segment, talk to them, man. That's what I call it. Talk to them, man. I'm going to talk to the people. I'm going to talk to Robert Gary from St. Louis, man. He asked me about the NCAA playoffs. You know, we got number one Clemson against Oklahoma. You know, then we got, who else we got, man? We got Bama versus Sparty, you know. So, first and foremost, Bob Stoops, I don't even know why you have a job. You dig? You don't get it done in the big games. We had Les Miles that was on the ropes at the beginning, for not achieving. But yet, your job is never in question. You know what I'm saying? You are a coach that don't get it done in the big game. Big game bloops. That's you. With that said, you know, even Clemson, you know, they had a tough game against North Carolina. They barely pulled it out. But Stoops don't get it done in the big games, man. I'm going Clemson. And then I'm going to go with Sparty over Bama. I know Derrick Henry is your Heisman Trophy winner and all this and all that, but I've been rolling with Sparty all year, man. This is the year that they get it done. You know, and once they get into the championship game, and we'll talk about that. But for now, I'm going Clemson, and I'm going Sparty. You dig? And I got another one from my boy Trey Ball, again from St. Louis. He asked me, we was talking last week about Odell Beckham versus Josh Norman. And so he asked me, what do I define success? You dig? So what I define success against Josh Norman is Odell doing what he do. Man, he on a 6-game, 100-yard catching spree. And so in order for him to be successful, he needs to continue to do exactly what he's been doing. which is catch over 100 yards. You know, Norman has limited Dez Bryant. He's limited DeAndre Hopkins. He has limited Julio. You know what I'm saying? But one thing we know is Odell's going to get his targets. You know what I'm saying? Odell's going to get his looks because last year you had Eli gave this cat 21 targets in one game. Eli is who he is. You dig? You know what I'm saying? But these cats, you had Dez playing with a backup quarterback. I'm like, who is DeAndre's quarterback right now? You know what I'm saying? Like, he was going through all these transitions, and Matty Ice was playing like, Matty, I'll let you fill in the blank. You dig? Like, you know what I'm saying? So, I got Odell over Josh Norman. I mean, I'm not saying that they're going to win the game, but I got Odell winning this battle. You feel me? So, Trey Ball, I'm telling you right now, to define success is to continue to do what you've been doing. You dig? And then I got Odell winning this, man. I got Odell going over 100 yards in this against Carolina. Which leads me to my who you with pick. You know, so this time of the year we know the G-Men are unpredictable. They're scary, actually. Like, man, this is their time of year. But I don't got them beating the Panthers, man. I don't. I have Odell winning the challenge against Josh Norman. But I'm taking the Panthers over the G-Man. You dig? So, as always, I appreciate y'all for being with me. Y'all could have been anywhere in the world, but y'all here with me. I appreciate that, man. Peace and blessings. St. Louis, I love y'all. I'm doing this for y'all. Let's get it, man.